What is the topic today? Let's talk about high IQ, whiz kids. So I was blessed with a high IQ, and it's interesting because I meet these people sometimes online who I'll post something and I'm like, yeah, I'm an entertainer, and they're like, dude, that's crazy, man. You use like profanity and stuff, dude. Like, if you didn't use so much profanity, like more people would follow you, dude. And I'm like, no, dude, that's just not even really true. That's fallacious. It's a fallacy. And so if you look at comics and comedians and people who have used profanity and profane words in their comedy sketches going back since time immemorial, as I often say, they've been highly, greatly, tremendously successful. So I don't really give a fucking shit, man, what people are talking about when they try to be dismissive of my comedy sketch, my routine, and how I radio shock jock the airwaves with the shit that I bring forth, man, and that I talk about, because you could put people into two different categories. You could just see how motherfuckers are, man, in the way that they communicate openly. They try to downplay some shit. They try to be dismissive. They try to say some shit like you got Asperger's. Dude, I don't have Asperger's, man. I'm a government contractor. I've worked at multiple Air Force bases successfully. I left on good motherfucking terms, dude, with my security credentials, man. I've worked as an independent contractor to government, dude, and the U.S. intelligence community, man. And I've attended 5 different universities, man. I borrowed like $100,000 from Uncle Sam, dude, in federal student loans going back fucking over a decade, man. And I'm pretty much the real world version of Van Wilder. And dude, I know people in high places and low places and middle places, dude. And motherfucking, yeah, dude, I don't have Asperger's, man. I've participated in fucking paid studies, at Walter Reed Army Institute of Research and the National Institute of Health for, electroshock, dude, for, minor stress induction. So, it's like being fucking tortured in a fucking foreign country, dude, in some kind of fucking movie scenario. I did that for money to pay my way through school. I don't know about you, dude, but I actually did that shit at NIH, dude. So before my rap career kicked off, man, in New York, as a New York rapper, where I've been consistently ranked on Reverb Nation 2 years in a row in the top 100, top 50, top 40, top 20. And that's another thing, man. People can downplay shit, but it's like, dude, there are millions of rappers in the world, and try as they might, try as hard as they fucking humanly possibly conceivably can, they've never been in those categories. So I must be doing something right, because I'm not getting lucky all the time, dude, when I'm fucking consistently ranked in those top categories, top 20, top 15, 2 years in a row going on now for some time beyond that. So, yeah, dude, I participated in those fucking studies, man, because they paid money and I was interested and am interested in science exploration. So I was like, yeah, dude, I saw this thing on a bulletin board. They're like minor stress, induction. We will induce stress, through electroshock. We'll strap you up to a chair, dude, and fucking shock you, with some shock. And, we'll ask you like what you think about that. And then we'll fucking pay you to do that. I did that. I did a sleep restriction study, dude, where I fucking stayed up for 6 days straight and didn't sleep. And they had my brain hooked up to fucking a monitor, and they could see if I was going into REM or not. And then they measured my rate of recovery and how I recovered from that over the next 7 days. So for a total of 13 days, and the entire research project experiment program was 5 weeks for that particular phase of that study. So I did that too for money to pay my way through school. I had over 50 jobs, dude, paying my way through fucking college, dude, attending 5 different universities. And I've attended various colleges and whatnot, dude. So I'm very well traveled, man, and I'm very experienced. And so in those programs that I've been in, dude, around professional psychologists with PhDs, yeah, dude, I've passed every psychological evaluation on the planet, dude. I don't have Asperger's. I don't have a history of psychosis or any psychiatric fucking issues or problems, dude. I'm not mentally ill. I'm a kid who has a fucking high IQ, dude. I was born with a high IQ. So don't mistake high IQ for fucking insanity or lunacy, dude. No, I'm not on meds. No, I don't need meds, dude. And no, dude, I'm not a high functioning fucking Asperger's syndrome individual, dude. So, when I present information, you don't need to be a motherfucking hater and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer and I'm gonna down you and I'm gonna say some negative shit to downplay what it is that you're presenting to the public. You don't have to do that, because here's how it really works, dude. It's like this. This world, man, this particular Earth timeline, it's a cool, chill place, dude, but there are some fucking stupid motherfuckers, on this timeline as well, dude. And a lot of those motherfucking foes, dude, they're straight up, quintessential, nothing but hypocritical pieces of shit, dude. You could look at all the definitions in the dictionary that are negative, okay? And you could say, well, you know, of all these negative definitions, which ones pertain to these individuals? Well, first of all of them, but most specifically, dude, motherfucking, hypocrisy. These people, dude, and they're double standard motherfuckers too, dude. They're double standard hypocrites, and they're very lowbrow, slackjaw, and superficial, man. So, you don't want to overanalyze shit, man. Just let's keep it in that context. Let's just look at it in that finite set of data, dude, using some discrete mathematics here, man. Let's not get, you know, too deep into that analysis, and let's not be over the top with it, dude. Let's just keep it that fucking simple and work from that framework, and we'll go from there. So, these politicians who get on TV, man, and they run for political office, presidential elections, you know, gubernatorial, state, city, county, any kind of municipality, anyone who is a politician running for office, when they get on fucking TV, man, and they start talking about all this shit, a lot of it, dude, seems totally irrelevant to me, man. Like, I don't really give a fuck what they're talking about, dude. You know? And here, I'll give you an example, man. So, as someone who's licensed to do what I do in my professional practice, you know, sometimes I'll encounter, I'm a half black, if you want to call me black, half white, if you want to call me white, if you want to say I'm mixed or biracial, or, you know, you want to use some kind of racial epithet, whatever you want, dude. I'm half black, half white, half black in America. And I was born in the United States. And so I've lived in a predominantly white community that naturally, obviously, given demographics, includes minorities in some places. So I'm half white, half black, half white, and that's what I am. My mother's white, my father's black. My father was a teacher in the U.S. military, and my mother met him in one of his classes because she was one of his students. And she worked for the U.S. government for 20 plus years. She was a soldier in the U.S. Army, transferred into the Navy, and she held a TSSCI clearance. My father was stationed all around the world. My mother's been all over the world. So both my parents were in the U.S. military, and my mother and father both worked in areas of the military that involved intel, therefore intelligence. My mother worked out of embassies in cipher rooms for communications, where she would encode and decode information. I've said this before in some of my other presentations. My father jumped out of helicopters. He did some shit with military police. He was stationed in Panama. He was in Germany. He was in Seoul, South Korea, some other places. And my mother's been in different parts of the world: Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, Mogadishu, Somalia, and some other places. So that said, I come from a military family. My grandmother, grandfather, they were both in the U.S. military. My grandfather fought Nazis in World War II, and he's a white man, was a white man. And he lost a leg, and he was an awardee of the Purple Heart. He was awarded the Purple Heart for his valor. So my grandmother also, to her merit, was one of the very first women in the U.S. Army. She was in the Women's Army Auxiliary Corps. She was what they call the WAC at the time. And there's a picture of her with the governor of the state being awarded a plaque along with some other women. So that's the family that I come from. And given my German, British, English, European, American history, my father is Native American and claims to be part black, African American, percentage thereof there too. So he's black and Native American, and my other half of my family, the other half of my family is white. That's my heritage. We were born in the United States of America. I'm from here, and I'm not fucking crazy, dude. I never was. I have never been. And I have a lot of accolades under my belt. I've done a lot of shit, dude, as a government contractor. And I passed every examination, every eval with flying colors, man. And I continue to work as a government contractor to this day. So if you're a fucking hater, dude, you can say whatever you want, dude. I hired an attorney who specializes in national security security clearances a long time ago, dude. Long fucking time ago, dude. Over more than a decade ago. And, I've done work, dude, as an independent contractor to law enforcement and different, agencies, man, federal agencies, dude. So I'm not fucking crazy, dude. I'm playing with a full deck. You can say whatever you want, dude. You can hate fucking by, deleting me as a friend on fucking social media or whatever, dude. Re-add me as a friend, as some people have. You can fucking say whatever you want behind my back, dude. But I don't have Asperger's, dude. And I'm not fucking crazy. I've been a college honor student, dude, with a 4.0. You don't just mysteriously have a 4.0 in college honors one day. Some people can work their entire lives, dude, and sadly, they just don't achieve those, levels. So, I'm a very humble person, dude, but when you start talking all this shit like, oh yeah, Rob's crazy, he's delusional, he's crazy, delusions of grandeur, you say all that shit, dude, but take a look at you, man. Just look at how the fuck you are, man. Look at these motherfucking politicians. People who act like that, man, and say shit like that behind my back, they're in the same category as these fucking hypocritical politicians on TV talking about all this shit. What are you talking about on TV, dude? You're talking about, taxes and all, and border security and how you're gonna fight ISIS and all this stuff. Dude, all this shit you're talking about is outmoded. I come from the video game era, the video game age, man. I'm from the 1970s, dude, and I don't believe any of the shit you're talking about. It's all fake. It's all rigged. It's all staged, just like Shakespeare said, apparently, all the world's a stage. It's just all fucking made up, dude. It's like, the Allegiant movie, dude, where you're led to believe some shit by the system controllers, and some of them are rogue elements within that system. Some are benevolent, some are malevolent. But you're led to believe some bullshit, dude. And I don't buy it, dude. And the shit these fucking outmoded, obsolete, superficial, fucking exaggerated mummy dummy politicians are always talking about is some bullshit. They're not speaking to me, dude. They're not speaking to my ear. I'm not hearing anything that seems fucking remotely relevant to my sphere of existence or my situation or the existences or spheres of my fellow citizens. It doesn't seem pertinent in any motherfucking real way, dude. It's always the same pattern. It's like a fucking computer program. People talk about digital physics, the universe being run by some supercomputer, and it probably is. Or maybe it isn't, but who knows, man? Let's suppose hypothetically it is or is not. It doesn't really fucking matter. The point is, the way these politicians operate is they don't really do anything asymmetrical or different or atypical. It's always the same pattern. They're always the same maxims, axioms, these same adages. It's always the same verbose, loquacious, bullshit about how they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And if they're on this side of this party, on this party, and we've heard that. Dude, where's the politician who is saying on television, the very first thing that I am going to do as your elected official is fix the motherfucking transportation grid system, these stupid motherfuckers in traffic who sit there when they get off work. We know they have top secret security clearances because they do, because that's the industry that they're in on the U.S. East Coast. They work in fucking Intel. They work for the Defense Department. They work for all these different government agencies. We all know that they have security clearances. They get off work, so their way to get back at society is to fucking sit in traffic when the light turns green and they don't go any fucking where. Okay? That's affecting commerce. That's affecting people's livelihood. You're on your motherfucking phone. It's illegal in certain states for you to be on a handheld device. We know you just got off NSA property. We know you just left fucking DOD Pentagon. We know you just left some secret fucking counterterrorism base in New York. And so who the fuck, what are you doing? I'm a government contractor too. Why are you sitting in traffic on your fucking phone? First of all, if you have a vehicle that is modern, why do you not have a hands-free device? What kind of robot fucking clone are you? You've got a fucking car and you want us to think that you're stylish? I have a fucking dope vehicle, dude. My shit's pretty fresh, dude. And my shit is mounted. Like, I'm not holding it, dude. You feel me? Like, my shit is mounted and I'm on speaker fucking phone. So, why are you not doing that, dude? You obviously did away with the Bluetooth, right? Bluetooth is out. It causes brain cancer. Hardly anyone's using that anymore. It's so passe and so fucking, old hat. So now you're back to holding your phone and rolling and talking and having these fucking stupid conversations when you're in a vehicle, dude. Why don't you mount your fucking phone, since you want people to think that you're high tech? Since you want for people to think that you're the shit with your little fucking business work attire and shit, little white collar fucking role. And I have one too, dude. But you don't see me sitting there in traffic holding my phone the way that you are. You know why? Because it's mounted. It's mounted. I'm not holding it, dude. So why are you doing that? You look stupid, man. You seriously fucking do. And it's illegal. So you're breaking the law. Okay? So you're breaking the law. Double standard. You're going fucking half the speed limit. Who is the stereotypical fucking chick who's on the fucking interstate highway? And dude, this is not racial discrimination. I'm saying mathematically speaking, and this is coming from a man who in America is considered a black man. That's me, only because I'm fucking half black. And that's what you refer to me as a black man, just as you refer to Obama as the first black president because his mom is white. It doesn't even make any fucking sense, but that's how you pigeonhole and categorize people, dude. So here's this black chick. It's always some black. It's never a Hispanic chick or a white chick on the interstate, specifically the fucking interstate. And she's going 50% less than the speed limit, slower than the speed limit. Who the fuck is she who the fuck are you talking to? What the fuck? And it's always, she's got some smile on her face. You talking to your fucking boyfriend on the fucking interstate? So the speed limit in some places is 55, some places it's 60, some places it's 70 or fucking more. I guess, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney, so I can't give you any kind of legal advice. But I work around folks who work in the legal community, and I have observed that the speed limit in a lot of places is 60 plus, 55 plus, and in some instances it's even 70 miles per fucking hour. So why are you doing less than that? Because I know you are. Because my undergraduate academic background is in mathematics, and I can do the simple observational distance. I can gauge it. I can see that, and everyone else can. You know why? Because you're going fucking half the speed limit. You're breaking the motherfucking law. It doesn't matter which law you're breaking the law. You're doing it on a daily fucking basis. You're a fucking hypocrite. And of course, you don't want for people to call you that. You don't want for that word to be ascribed to you or attributed to you, or, you know, you don't want for people to call you a fucking hypocrite because you want to believe that what you're doing isn't hypocrisy, but it really motherfucking is. That is precisely exactly the dictionary definition for a fucking piece of shit hypocrite. And you are that person if you're doing that shit in traffic. And then here you are. You're breaking the law. You're a drug dealer, you're a fucking racketeer, you're some fucking black marketer, some, black marketeer, you're doing some underground shit, dude, you're doing thievery, you're fucking selling drugs, you're running prostitution rings, and then you're talking about who you think the fucking president should be. You're that person sitting in traffic going fucking under the speed limit by 50%. You're breaking the fucking law. You're breaking the fucking law. You're breaking the law. So you don't want somebody else to get home sooner than later when you get off work? You want for fucking 50,000 cars to be behind you so you could play around with your stupid fucking smartphone? So you're taking money out of other people's pockets. Here's why. They're not getting to where they would otherwise be sooner than later because of you. The light turns motherfucking green and you're sitting there and you don't know how to apply some fucking petrol to give it some gas. It's always a slow start shit. What the fuck is the slow start at the green light? Why can't you go faster and be safer about it? Why can't you just, you see all these motherfuckers, dude. A lot of them are overweight and they're just sitting there and they're on their fucking phones and they're driving minivans. Dude, I personally think minivans should just be outlawed, dude. That shit is fucking ridiculous. It's totally motherfucking absurd. This shit is stupid. It's like, dude, so what? Half the population needs a motherfucking minivan for what? It's like these people are living on the road. Americans already live in excess. Then you want to get out on the fucking road, especially on Sunday. You get out on your minivan, you look over, there's some minivan, some overweight person, and look, man, these people are not handicapped. They're not ill. They're normal, functioning people who are fucking lazy. They're overweight. They're lethargic. They're on their fucking phones playing games, and it's not just these overweight, lazy folks. It's other motherfuckers, man, who are doing this game. They're playing this game. They're like, oh, I'm gonna flout the law. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. So you're a hypocrite. You're a double standard ass motherfucker. You want to talk about Oh, this politician's on TV and this politician wants to make these laws and do these things. Well, look at you, man. You're a fucking lawbreaker on a daily motherfucking basis. If I see you sitting in traffic, I'm gonna go around your motherfucking stupid ass. And if the police pull me over and they're like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna tell them straight up, look, this piece of shit, man, was breaking the motherfucking law, sitting there in traffic, causing a hazardous situation on the fucking roadways. And so to avoid that shit, I went around this piece of fucking garbage. And I've actually done that before. And the cop's like, oh, you know what? Now that you mention that and I understand what happened here, you're totally motherfucking right. And they just let me go, dude. Fuck what you're talking about, man, with your stupid motherfucking bullshit that you do, man. So, which presidential candidate is talking about that ever in the history of America? Talking about addressing the things that I see going on that mean something to me, that affect and impact my community and my fellow Americans on that level. It's always some shit about taxes. Well, I'm either gonna raise taxes or lower. What the fuck? Taxes for what, dude? Taxes are fucking stupid, man. The shit's already fucking high priced in America. It's already some bullshit. And then you want to fucking raise taxes? You're a fucking piece of shit, man. Straight up. You want to raise taxes? For who? Dude, you got a tax on top of a tax, on top of a tax. You're already an absurd motherfucker, man. You're already a preposterous, ludicrous piece of fucking garbage, and you want to raise taxes? And you think I'm just gonna go along with it and be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, let's raise tax. Man, fuck taxes, dude, and fuck you straight up, man, if you're talking that shit. Your fucking corporations, a lot of them, dude, not all of them, but a lot, because I don't really make blanket statements, dude, at all, but a lot of your corporations are fucking stupid, man. You want to fucking sell people overpriced food, man? Let's take some of these fast food restaurants, for example. You go in there, they're like, yeah, so welcome to our piece of shit fucking, restaurant. How can we fucking dastardly serve you today? And you're like, yeah, I'm just kind of looking at your menu, man, and I'm trying to save a few bucks, man. I noticed that the lines are really long, dude, and there are a lot of fucking overweight people standing in line to buy your fucking garbage. So I'm interested in getting like, I don't know, like a burger or something. And they're like, oh yeah, for sure, dude. You mean like the $10 fucking burger? If you supersize it, that'll just be another $10. And so you can get out of here with the burger. Check it out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell you some bread. We're going to give you some bread with a thinly sliced piece of fucking processed meat. We'll call that beef because that's the name of the corporation. It's 100% beef, which it's really motherfucking soy, but we're going to say it's beef. If you take us to court, we'll be like, the corporation is 100% beef. That's the name of it. That's the LLC. That's the name of the corp. So it's 100% beef. Yes, there's minced soy in that. We don't admit to that. We never can. It's part of our scheme, hustle. The Monsanto government controls this shit to make you fucking understand who's in control, and that if you ever try to bring any litigation against us, dude, this fucking shadow controlled system will just be like, yeah, dude, you can analyze this in a university laboratory, man. It's 100% fucking bwef. Man, I know that shit's not motherfucking real beef, man. I just know. I know it's not. And you're trying to sell this shit to me, so you want me to buy a burger at your fucking burger joint that's not real beef. It's some thinly sliced fucking piece of processed minced soy under the under the guise of beef. You want for me to buy this shit. The name of the corporation is 100% beef. So if you go into court and someone brings this shit to a court, the attorney who defends you will be like, Your Honor, I attest to the fact that this is in fact by law 100%, Your Honor, beef. And that is all I have to say. I will say no more to that fact. And I, as stated previously, attest to such fact that it is the corporation 100% beef. That's all he has to say. It's 100% beef. You cannot mathematically say it's not because the product is, by the LLC definition, 100% beef. You can say that's an urban legend, man. I know that the fucking little thinly sliced piece of fucking fake ass patty that's sold at these different, fast food restaurants, if that's what you want to call them, on the piece of bread, that shit ain't real fucking beef, man. I know it's not. It's just not. It's really not. But you can say it is, and you can have scientists and lawyers and fucking corporations claim that it is, dude. So, here's the scheme. You want to sell me a piece of bread with a thinly sliced veil of, and I'm gonna call it veil because it's a scheme that is covered up and veiled. You want to sell me a thinly sliced fake ass piece of beef with cheese atop that, some dipped wax fucking fries, some shoestring fucking batter of some kind of oil, some dipped oil fry, shoestring fucking matter of some type, with some flavored sugar water for $15, $10 plus tax. A lot of competing burger joints to the ones that one would go to if he or she had $5 or $10 are charging $15 now. You go to such and such burger joint, $15 for the fries, and the flavored fucking water, and the piece of bread with the meat, with the cheese meat, $15 motherfucking dollars, dude. And you think that's acceptable in this country? You want a sandwich? You want a hoagie? Here's a piece of fucking bread with some processed nitrites. Here, I'll sell you a piece of bread. I'll sell you a fucking piece of bread with some no nutritional value having lettuce. That will be iceberg, which is 99% fucking water. I'll sell you this piece of bread with some water, with some processed nitrites, for $10. Now, if you'd like a fake ass bag of chips to go with that, and some sugar flavored water, that will be $14 plus some tax. And that is the nature of these motherfucking corporations. And you think that shit is acceptable. I think your shit is totally motherfucking rejected. And I do not support clown balls, some motherfucking clown bait ass clown ball motherfuckers who get up on TV with their rootin' tootin', outmoded, exaggerated dummy fucking ventriloquist routines where they're talking about, yeah, I want to be your future leader of the free world, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fucking be a fucking clone tin robot. Dude, you're some kind of body double. Who are you talking to? Who do you expect for me to seriously motherfucking believe that you're gonna make some fundamental change in this world for the better that's going to affect and impact society in some positive way, and it's going to alter our future in such a way that we then go in some positive direction to increase our level on the Kardashev scale, to transition to a higher level on the Kardashev scale by you raising motherfucking taxes? You're not doing anything. You're a fucking clone. You're just a fucking made up plasticine, animatronic, ventriloquist, fucking wooden dummy puppet ass fucking clone. You're in some kind of fucked up Matrix shit, man. You're not even real, dude, as far as I'm concerned. And when I say you're not real, I just mean you're fucking fake. You're a phony, bogus, apocryphal piece of garbage using artifice. It's all a ruse. It's all some subterfuge. It's all some fucking trickery fuckery, man. You're talking this, it's like, you think you're a plantation owner, and you think people are beneath you, and your constituents are fucking slaves, and they're stupid enough to believe your motherfucking shit that was played out eons ago. You're talking a language that is eons old, man. You're talking this shit that doesn't even factor in the fucking 21st century real world of this timeline. Yeah, and I'm gonna raise taxes, or I'm not gonna raise taxes so much, but some taxes will be raised, and this will be levied, and I intend to do this to beef up this, and your whole goal is to make America weak, so that you can have your ironclad, fucking iron-fisted, Gestapo, Marxist, leftist fucking rule over America, where all your stupid motherfucking piece of shit cronies can cover up all the dirt you do, make you infallible so that you can never do any wrong, and you're holier than thou, and you can always, make excuses whenever something goes down. You can be like, well, I'm a liar, so I'm gonna ramble off and rattle off another one of my pathological lies. Ha 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 ha, bobble-headed fucking bastard ass fucking punk. And then you're gonna go to your little events that you go to, your little gala, your little social elite high society bullshit that you fucking do, and you're gonna joke, ha 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 ha, look at me, I'm with the, paparazzi, they're taking pictures, I'm so glittery, look at me gleam and shine, I'm on TV, ha 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 ha, at the expense of the American people who are going overseas in different conflicts to protect your stupid monkey fucking clown ball, clown bait ass at nighttime, dude, cause you're a clown bait ass fucking clown ball. That's what you are. You're a fucking mummy dummy. Look at you. You're an exaggerated, superficial fucking clown mummy dummy. And I'm referring to any politician, any and all politicians who act in this manner. You're fucking preposterous. You're absolutely Preposterous. And that's the word that I use to describe you, because that's what you are. You're fucking despicable. You're disgusting. You're abominable. You're abhorrent. You're motherfucking horrible. You're a nasty fucking less than human viper. You're fucking vile. You're wretched. You're fucking foul. You're a scum, man. You're a dirtbag fucking scum. Now, am I someone with Asperger's because I described you? I characteristically described you to an absolute motherfucking T. You know, you talk about people who use profanity. You're talking to someone in public. You're like, young man, you need to watch your language so that you can go home with your motherfucking foul language yourself, you double standard ass piece of fucking rat filth. So you can go home and use the same language and call people derogatory names so you can demean them, and you can be demeaning and condescending and berate people and belittle them. And then you want to turn around and be like, excuse me, your language, my language? Look at your fucking existence. Look at your community and your fucking rotten fucking garbage politics. Look at the way you talk about all this shit about beefing up. Man, when are you going to roll out the lasers to defend America? When are you going to roll out the laser grid? The U.S. military has HEL, high energy lasers that are mounted on ships and aircrafts now. So why don't you have those defending the borders? You don't need nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are dirty and they're crude. Laser weapons are highly efficient, highly effective. It's clean energy. And they don't cause mass destruction. So why aren't you using those? Right. Because you're a fearmonger-er. You need to fearmonger the people into submission so you can have their minds all freaked out, especially the young and the elderly and the people who are vulnerable. The people who are feeble and weak-minded, the people who are susceptible and prone to suicide, so you can fuck with their minds and have them think, oh, cataclysm, oh my god, catastrophe, oh my god, it's so crazy, the stuff that these people are talking about on a daily basis, oh, and the Russia and the China and the North Korea, you know, and there's fucking, you're a fear hyper, dude. You're a mainstream media fucking made-up piece of garbage. You're trying to sell some fucking merchandise. You're trying to sell some CDs. You're trying to get subscribers. And people go, right, yo, no, you're a patriot and we believe everything that you're saying and the economic crisis and this. And man, shut the fuck up, man. For real. You dudes are outmoded. You're obsolete in everything you fucking talk about, man. You could have a laser grid around America. Anyone who's not supposed to come in, dude, gets lasered up. Zip, 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 zap. And they're fucking diced to pieces. There you go. How much would that shit cost? A fraction of what you're paying to have some fucking nuclear crude ass medieval missiles and warheads fucking stockpiled. This shit's in your government warehouses. That shit doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even compute. This shit is fucking stupid. Go online, Google future cities and watch some documentaries. That shit makes sense. The shit you're talking about doesn't. You're not even talking about the pieces of garbage in fucking traffic who get off work and they're sitting there doing fucking less than the speed limit. You're probably one of those motherfuckers, man. And so you're breaking the law, but then you want to create laws? And what's this thing about politicians? So you're running for office and then you're turning around and you're looking at this person who is running against you, your opponent, and you're like, I think this person needs to apologize. You're always telling people that this third party, this other person needs to apologize. It's a game of politics. For what? You're not someone who apologizes on any sincere, real fucking level. You're not somebody who genuinely, sincerely apologizes for your dirty, despicable, fucking vile, filthy fucking shit, garbage fucking actions that you do. You don't do that. It's obvious that you're a fucking wind up, robotic fucking animatronic fucking android. It's obvious that you're a clone tin, you're a tin clone, you're a fucking robot. You politicians who meet this criteria and who fit this description, this is what you do. So my presentation suits you. My presentation is in relation to your robotic clone, tin clone, animatronic, fucking ventriloquist, wooden dummy puppet fucking behavior. That's how you behave. You're a hypocrite. You're stupid and trite. I don't know. You went to some college. You have some paper degree. The school laser printed it for you. They're like, yeah, this person graduated from our university with high achievements, and this person we hold in this high regard and this high esteem and all this shit. This person is our leader, and we are constituents of this mighty ruler to be soon of ours. You're a fucking joke, man. And you're totally fucking absurd. You're just the absurdity of your nature and how you expect even after all these millennia, after all this time, for people to follow you? To follow you for what? So you can be in a high place and you can take expensive fucking trips while the rest of society struggles to fucking pay their bills so that they don't lose their homes, so that they don't lose this, so they don't lose that, and they keep food on the table, and you're fucking jet setting around, and you're just a liar. You're a fucking failed epic piece of garbage, fucking humanoid, made up fucking Hollywood, television, media, mainstream, laser projected, generated, holographic, fucking exaggerated, wooden puppet, mummy, dummy, superficial, garbage can mentality. Fuck. So, that's who you are, and I present that information to you and the general public, to rebuttal your stupidity and your silly, obscene, inflammatory nature, your snake serpentine fucking nature. Your shit is just so apocryphal, dude. It's just so fallacious. It's so egregious. It's so made up. It's so artificial. It's so disingenuous. You're just so fucking fake, dude. And then you want to make up some laws. You want for people to follow you. And, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna play golf with my buddies. I'm gonna make up some laws. And I'm gonna, and you're gonna go to your fucking parties and shit, dude. And you're gonna invite fucking terrorists to come and hang out at your little political fucking office and shit. And then be like, these people, they need human right, they have human rights too, and they need to be coddled, and we need to, give terrorists a hug, and you're always on the dark side, and you're always doing evil shit, and you're just so fake. Period. Fake, period, fake. You're just a fake ass punk, and I don't believe in you, and I don't give you power as a deity. You're not a deity. You're not the Antichrist. You're not God. You're not higher than me in the spectrum of reality. You're nothing, dude, but a fucking, diabolical, maniacal, nihilist, despotic, wannabe fucking politician, dude, trying to get more than the next person. That's all you are. That's all you've ever been. You don't have any real power. You're just a made up construct of human imagination. That's all you really motherfucking are, man. You're just a figurehead. That's all you are. You're just a figurehead, and you do not mean well. You mean bad. You're with the dark side. You're on the dark side, and you're a fucking little tiny microscopic fucking flea vermin.